Absolute Wealth. Real investors, real results.
Hubert Centers with Absolute Wealth, and in the last video we talked about the golden cross on gold, where the 200-day moving average gets crossed by the 50 period moving average. So let me restate that so that I don't confuse you, because I almost confused myself. A golden cross is when the 50 crosses over the 200-day moving average. So you may have been asking yourself from the last video, okay, that's great. What type of stop do I use and what type of target do I use? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to add the average true range to your chart on a daily basis. And what that's going to give you is that's going to give you the average true range, or the average daily range of the range that gold trades. So right now it's saying it's 22.67 as I'm doing this video. So it's 22 points and 76 cents for gold. So you're going to need to, if you're going to hold this for longer than a day, you're going to have to use a stop that's wider than 22 points. Now, that's a pretty big stop, because for one contract, that's going to be $2,000. All right. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to use lower size in order to hold on to this thing properly. Now, once you have the ATR, now you have the ATR, which is the average true range, and we're just going to round down. We're just going to say it's 22 even. You're going to do a percentage or a multiplier of the average true range. So in this case scenario, let's say that gold's volatility is picking up and we want to go 2 times 22, which would give us 44 as the stop loss. So what you would do is you'd say, okay, my entry is 1,778, and then you would minus 44 points from that if you want to use 2 times an average true range. Now, if you're not cool with that big of a stop, and that does not fit your risk parameters, then what you can do is you can go an ATR of 22, and you can say, okay, I'm willing to use half of an ATR or a quarter of an ATR, and just know that you may have to get in it 2 or 3 times in order to hold on to it. So that's how you do a stop. Now, how do you do a target? You do the target the exact same way. You go, okay, on an ATR, if I'm going to risk 1 ATR, I should be willing to make 4 ATR. So if you were going to risk 22 points, then you would be willing to risk 22 times 4, which would give you your target. So in other words, you would be risking 22 to potentially make 88. And that's not a bad trade setup. So when you're confused on what stop or what target to use, always come to the average true range, which is just the range of whatever instrument you're trading, and either multiply it and divide it to get the number that you're comfortable with on your risk to reward ratio. Good luck. Hope it helps. I'll see you on the next video.